Good morning, everybody. If you're a kayaker in California, I'm sure your dream flow alert's been going off. You can see this big atmospheric river coming in off the Pacific. It's really our first one of significance, really, in this rainy season in this water year, and it's definitely got me thinking about kayaking. My personal strategy is with rain not to go off of dream flows when you're planning a couple days out, like for the weekend on Thursday, um, but to go with forecasts, and that's where I go to the um, California Nevada River Forecast Center. Let's pop open the dream flows though, just so we can see what things are doing right now for fun. Across the state. Looks like you can see the North Cal region. Look at this atmospheric river. Boom, flying in off the Pacific, really dropping some heavy precip in the North Cal region, and it's shown right up here on the Dream Flows. Great day to be in Gasket and in the Smith drainage if you like some of the big water paddling opportunities that this kind of weather event provides. Moving south into the Klamath Trinity, a lot of things moving into the green, but low green. If you look at some of these, there we go. Trinity, Pigeon Point, and Cedar Flat looks like they haven't really responded too much to this precipitation event as of now. We get into the coast, not much in the green, and then we look into the Sacramento Valley, we can see lots in the green. As things start to respond. And of course, this drainage seems to be well, I felt like it got hammered a lot last year, and the same as today. It looks like high flows on the North Yuba, Polly Creek, Wabazula, North Feather, of course, below Pro Jam, almost 9K, or almost 10K. South Yuba's definitely in and pumping. I'd be very scared on 49 to Bridgeport, but I know for some people that's right up in their cup of tea. I bet there's snow there in Fordyce at that high elevation. Chamberlain's is in, Giant Gap's in, Bear is in, and high. It's a high flow for the Bear River. So if you're paddling today, lots of great options. Yep, Kybers is in. Consumnos still hasn't responded. Tuolumne drainage, nothing really in there. A little bit in the San Joaquin, but yeah, this is definitely a storm that's hitting the northern and central parts of the state. Jumping back to our forecast center, some forecast points I have pulled up right now because I'm leaving from the Bay Area. One, these are some preliminary totals, and the reason I pulled this up is I like to look at rain and the amounts. So kind of a rough correlation is rain amounts over 1 inch in a 12-hour period typically correlate to boatable flows. And so jump into our South Fork Yuba, you can see it's forecasted to rain spike all the way up at almost 3,000, 2,669 by 10 a.m. But if we look into the weekend, looks like it's going to peak Friday morning. Let's see what our weekend peak is. That's Saturday, 12 p.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. No. All right, if you're an early morning kayaker, you'll get, which no kayakers are in that area, 10 a.m., you put on at 10 a.m., you're looking at that flow, and it's just going to peter on out. Sunday, you should get flows below 1,000 though, so could be a good weekend to get on 49 to Bridgeport. E to P will definitely be in. Good Sunday would be a good first time flow for E to P. I think. I think it's better around 1,000 than some of the low flows. It gets for like a first time boater. I think it's more technical class 4 at those lower flows versus just like continuous class 4 without as many hard moves at flows around 1,000, or let's just say 2,000. This flow range, 2,000 to 1,000. Kybers, it's got this forecast of a huge rain spike. Very exciting. Fortunately, that's going to happen today at about 10 a.m. Thursday, 10 a.m. And I'll be working. And then it's going to drop really fast. What's the reason for such a big spike? 40 to almost 7,000 CFS. This is an atmospheric river, which means warm water coming off the Pacific, and it's going to melt low elevation snow, the rain, and so you get this double whammy that creates these big spikes and then these big drops in the diurnal. It's forecasted to be out for the weekend, which is kind of a bummer because if you're in Sacramento, it's so close. You take the afternoon off work, get some laps in today or tomorrow, but come the weekend, this guy's going to be too low for my taste. So yeah, Kybers probably is not forecasted to be in this weekend, but it is in right now. We'll look at the North Fork of the American. It's forecasted to bump up really high. Same story here, melting mid-elevation snow. The elevation of this dam is 715 feet, but it could be melting snow from up to probably 5,000 feet. I'm not too sure on that. Maybe I should give a wider band of like 2,500 to 5,000 feet. That's why you're going to get this big spike. Looking towards the weekend, though, yeah, we're forecast to have some, good Chamberlain's flows, and I think Chamberlain's is it has more of a wilderness feel than E to P, but it is a much easier run than E to P. It's not nearly as continuous after the first part. Much more pool drop in nature. Really beautiful wilderness canyon, and it's also pretty great at lower flows. I think it's better at lower flows, with the exception of Bogus, which just has one kind of not as fun move than E to P. So that's what the river forecasts are looking like. I'm planning on paddling this weekend, so if you're watching this and you live in the northern California area and want to paddle, send me a message. Let's connect. And these are the rivers I'm looking at paddling. So talk to you later.